we are going to take a look at some of the coins I bought at the antique market last week. We got everything from, some base metal collectibles. We got some silver. And we got some pretty historic coins. That capped the light well. Let's go through them. Well, I'm going to start with the collectibles that are base metal. So first one here is from the UK. You can see Grandma's face on there. This is a 1981. This was a non-circulating commemorative. It's made out of copper nickel for Prince Charles and Lady Diana's wedding. It was 25 pence. It's the denomination. They actually made a silver one and a base metal one. The base metal one, see it's already broken, is a little thicker. So it's a little over 3 millimeters versus under 3 millimeters. Okay. Yeah, I know. Flip's not very good. What's interesting is this coin was produced in huge numbers. 26.7 million. So they were sold at post office and banks for face value. Also came in a case, which is obviously not here. Okay. Next one. We have a 1970 100 yen. This was a circulating commemorative. So it would be the 45th year of the Showa era. Because the calendar, the traditional calendar of Japan, the eras are based off of who is the emperor. So this is very nice. It's for the Osaka World Fair. This was the first World Fair in Japan. This World Fair was actually the first time an IMAX movie was played, and also showed early prototypes of cell phones, sushi conveyor belts, maglev technology. So, lots of cool technology was showed off at this World Expo. You can see Mount Fuji on one side. The emblem of the expo on the other. No, the price is not actually what I paid. So as you can see, we're going back in time. Upside down. So as you can see, we're going back in time. Now this one is from 1946. So Showa 21. This is a 50 sen coin. We'll see another 50 sen coin later. You can see agriculture and industry is a bit of the theme here. This was basically the return of the 50 sen. It had not been produced during World War II. This was produced in 1946 and 1947. This is a 1946. However, the 1947s were not released into circulation. All right, now we're on to the silver coins. So going back a little bit, we have in 1964. This was for the Tokyo Summer Olympics. So this is the 39th year of Showa era. This is 60% silver. This is actually pretty common if you want junk silver in Japan, cheap circulated silver that has a low premium. This would be one of your options. It's 60%. And 80 million were made this year for the Olympics. So in total, there was 80 million of this design made. Now, going a little further back in time, this one is from 1959, so Showa 34. Now, this design was actually the last circulating silver coin in Japan, 100 yen again, 60% silver. This, however, was the first year of production, so they would have made these, 1964. For the Olympics, they made these, and then they continued making these until 1966. So Showa 41, and that was the end of circulating silver coins in Japan. You can see a rice sheaf here. This particular year, they made 110 million of these 100 yen coins. This design in total, they made 381 million. All right, we have another 100 yen coin. This is from 1958, so Showa 32. It's 100 yen, 60% silver. Here we can see the phoenix on one side. Here's the other, actually really nice coin. So this coin was only made in 1957 and 1958. Just like the other 100 yen coins from the post-war period, it's 60% silver, so you could consider your Japanese junk silver. This year, 1958, they made 70 million of these coins. For this design in total, there was 100 million made. All right, the dealer didn't put a stamp on this one. Pretty nice deal. I see him almost every time I go to this antiques market. Older guy. While I was looking at coins, he actually fell asleep, so I had to wake him up to pay him. Going further back, we have a 1932 50-sen coin. So this would be Showa 7. So 50 sen is half of a yen. I already showed a later. So there was this 50 sen before the war. They stopped making the 50 sen. And then this was the next 50 sen. So this was the last 50 sen made out of silver. It's actually 72% silver. And it's actually heavier than the 100 yens. Contains more silver, so its melt price is higher. This one was actually a pretty good deal, pretty much spot. This is another coin. If you're in Japan and I guess you want to collect junk silver, this would be another option. Much more imperial in the design. You see the sunburst here, the rising sun, the rays radiating out. We saw the flag during that time period. We see the phoenix, 2 of them. We see the chrysanthemum, which is the imperial seal in Japan. This design was actually produced for quite a while, even before Showa came to the throne. So this year, they produced, 1932, 24.1 million yen. Sorry. So for this year of this coin, 1932, they produced 24.1 million of this coin. In total, for this design, during the Showa period, they would produce 250.7 million. Our last one, and the one I'm most interested in, most exciting in. So this is Tempo Era. To check the era, you have to actually look at the way it's written here at the bottom. So you see that this part here is flat and kind of up. That tells us that it is Tempo Era. This is the oldest of this design. So this is Tempo Era. You could call it an Ichibugin or Bujin. Basically, a bu is 1/4 of a ryo. Just some quick information. The Tempo Era, that lasted from 1830 to 1844. Just like all of this here is Showa. It's named after the emperor. I should push those up so that you can see them. So, however, from research and just basic reading, suggests that this design actually continued even after Tempo passed away. So it was actually made until 1954, so an additional 10 years. It's composed of 98.86% silver, 0.21% gold, and the rest is other. However, was very common with Takugarawa era coinage. Debasement set in, and the next versions had less silver and less gold. It's called debasement. I made a video about it. I'll put a link up above somewhere talking about debasement. So a bujin was worth 1/4 of a ryo. And so it took 4 shu to make a bu, and 250 man to make one shu. So altogether, 4,000 man, 16 shu, 4 bo, 1 ro. They're all the same amount of money. Now, in general, throughout time, though, how much a ryo was would keep dropping. The Takugarawas was very big into debasement. They would put less and less gold in, and a lot of times, actually, the silver coinage, and even the gold coinage to an extent, but more the silver coinage, would not actually equal what it was supposed to be. So maybe it was marked as 1 bu worth of silver, but it didn't contain 1 bu worth of silver. This is called seigniorage. They were making money by making money, and they were trying to make more money. For the Takugarawa government, the shogunal government, the Bakufu, this was a way for them to make money. Now, once Japan was opened to trade, 3 Ichibugin, this one, or bujin, was equal to 1 US or Mexican silver dollar. Those were used very much as a trade unit within Japan. What foreigners would do is, because Japan's gold to silver ratio did not match the rest of the world's and was a little wacky, is people who were in Japan would trade their foreign, Mexican, US silver coinage for Japanese silver coinage, and then exchange that for gold coinage, and then export the gold and melt it and make a lot of money. And this is one of the big problems with a bimetal system. So a bimetal system is when you have coinage in silver and gold, and they have a fixed ratio. Lots of countries had problems with this. Another great example in Europe is the Latin Monetary Union, where basically the silver and gold coins, they were out of ratio with each other, and this caused problems. Basically, the shogun government ran into a lot of money problems, and that helped contribute to their fall. So, you'd think after looking through history, people would be like, hey, maybe I should have a really sound and good working money system that will make my country more stable. Yeah, you'd think, but, I just read history and collect coins. I'm not in government. I don't make these bright choices. So, yeah, you see quite a few governments having made bad monetary choices. And the Takugarawa government was no different.